Hey, I got to tell you some news. This is, I got to tell you my feeling about this, and I'm going to be very, very honest. It's time to be honest, right, Robin?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know if
is.
it's a good time to be honest.
You've inspired me.
No. I haven't been. What have I done?
You've been honest. Thank you for inspiring me today.
Don't give me any credit.
You inspired me.
We're always honest.
Not always. Believe me. Anyway, so here's the thing I was going to tell you. I get this letter yesterday. Dear Mr. Stern, I am pleased to inform you that you've been nominated for induction into the National Radio Hall of Fame in the Active National category. Now, this is that same bullshit Radio Hall of Fame. You know, there's a part of me that would like to think
Is this the one that doesn't have a building?
Yeah.
The Cleveland one?
Bruce Dumont. It's signed by Bruce Dumont. Sincerely, Bruce Dumont, Chairman, National Radio Hall of Fame. Wait, here I have it. And an article also came out in the newspaper. And I got to tell you, it's so insulting at this. This is how I feel about it. And I don't mean to seem like I'm ungrateful and everything, but it's such a ridiculous fucking thing to have a Radio Hall of Fame. And wait to hear who I'm up against. First of all, all right, look, this is going to sound awfully pompous, but fuck it. I'm the most important guy in radio in the history of radio.
How could you not already be in the Hall of Fame?
Besides me, and who's the guy who invented radio?
That Marconi dude?
Marconi. We're the two most important guys in radio. I mean, honestly, and especially contemporary. For the last, I don't know, 20 years, I am the only thing on the radio. And don't give me this Rush Limbaugh crap. Rush Limbaugh couldn't come over to satellite radio and drag over 3 people. People listen to him, yeah, he's on middays, and he does okay on some stations, and he does better on others, quite frankly. And there's a million Rush Limbaughs now, and quite frankly, the original was Bob Grant. I don't even know how Bob wasn't a bigger star. Bob is better than all of them.
Is Bob in the Radio Hall of Fame?
Probably not. And if he is, he's completely overlooked. But you know, I am radio. I mean, and they have put into this the so-called Radio Hall of Fame. Even my agent wrote me a note. He says, "Why don't we just start our own radio awards, and you and Mel can be the first winners, because who the fuck else is there?"
But that's the point.
And every year, me and Mel will win.
Where are you now? You're not in the Hall of Fame? How could you not be?
Exactly. Well, I've been nominated before, but I always lose.
But that's my point. How could you, where is there a category you shouldn't win in?
National Radio Hall of Fame, NRHOF, Chairman Bruce Dumont has announced the 2010 list of nominees in 4 public voting categories.
And hasn't he nominated you before?
Yes. Yeah, I've been nominated many times, but I never win. Somehow I get edged out by, Cousin Brucey or something. Or,
you know what you should do?
Scott and Todd in the morning.
Do what Katherine Heigl does. Take me out of the voting.
Well, I'm about to get to that. Nominees now move forward through the national online balloting process that opens up on June 14th. The 2010 nominees selected by a 23-member committee include National Active. I believe this is my category, whatever the National Active is. Bob Brinker, the knowledgeable host of Money Talk on Citadel Media's network for over 20 years. Have you ever heard the name Bob Brinker? Yeah, me neither. Bob Brinker shares investment advice and analysis with his audience and frequently is first to identify important economic trends. Let's see, who would you vote for, Bob Brinker or Howard Stern? Even if you hate my guts, you'd have to admit that I'm the one guy in radio who's had an entire movie about him made, and I've probably made the radio industry proud by showing radio and the struggle of what this career can be. I've written 2 bestsellers. I've got my own television channel, my own radio, my own 2 channels on satellite. I mean, not to mention about 1 billion other accomplishments. All right, here's the other guy I'm against. A couple other guys. Carl Cassell. Ever hear of him?
No.
Yeah, this is insulting. I mean, I can't even tell you how insulting this is, that here they've had this Radio Hall of Fame. Well, this guy Bruce Dumont invented it. He came up with it.
Yeah, really, he's a committee of one, isn't he?
Yeah, and it sounds to me like it's almost bankrupt. Carl Cassell, a 50-year-plus broadcasting veteran. Cassell was news anchor on NPR's Morning Edition for 30 years and now appears weekly as official judge and scorekeeper for NPR's Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me. I mean, come on. I mean, this is just insulting. I mean, if I won, I would get up there and I would actually go wherever they give these. I don't even think they have a ceremony.
I don't think there's a ceremony anymore.
I would just get up and say, you know, honestly, I'm insulted. It took you this fucking long to bring me into something called the Radio Hall of Fame. And quite frankly, there's nobody even to put me up against. Radio is in such bad shape right now, there's nobody even to go up against. Bob Kingsley is the other guy I'm nominated against. Known as the syndicated voice of country music, Kingsley began countdown hosting. Countdown. There's a guy who gets on the radio and countdown. He does countdown. He reads off a piece of paper what are the biggest hits on the country charts. Like Casey Kasem. There's an original idea. I wouldn't nominate Casey Kasem, let alone Bob Kingsley. He started in 1978, and then starting in 1987, Billboard magazine named his show the top syndicated country program for 16 straight years. Yeah, and I've received all those Billboard awards too. Distributed by Jones Radio Network. I've never even heard of Jones Radio Network. It is now called Bob Kingsley's Country Top 40. Isn't that something? And then they give a description of me. Howard Stern, one of the most talked about controversial radio hosts of all time. Stern began his career as a disc jockey in the Northeast, but gained national prominence at WNBC New York and then at WXRK-FM New York. Stern moved to Sirius Satellite Radio in 2006 after bitter battles with the FCC over content limits. That's some fucking resume. You should see in the other categories. There isn't one person I know on this list. Oh, well, I know Charles Lacrodauer and I know Steve Dahl.
Oh, okay.
And Gary Burbank. That's the local or regional pioneer. They're nominated too, but in a different category. Local or regional active: Leslie Fram, Temmie Hemmert, Luther Massingale, and Ron Owens. I think I've heard of Ron Owens, maybe. I'm not even sure where he's from. I think he's from L.A. or San Francisco.
So, in other words, you couldn't even say, I'm so honored to be nominated with these people.
No, I wouldn't even know what to say.
Fuck you.
Well, Barry Farber's nominated in the category. I know him. National Pioneer. Known for his southern drawl. Is he still on the air? I don't even think he's on the air anymore. Well, anyway, it's an embarrassing list, nevertheless. The whole thing's an embarrassment. And quite frankly, I really don't want to be in the Radio Hall of Fame. How do I take my name off of this
It's
thing?
as valid as Craig's Hall of Fame, as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. It's Bruce Dumont.
Where is this Hall of Fame, and how do you go visit it?
There is no Hall of Fame. We heard it was boarded up.
Right. I mean, you know, if you go to the Baseball Hall of Fame, you actually go there. There's presentations. There's, you know, memorabilia from the stars. Where's this Hall of Fame, and what's in it?
Yeah.
It's in Bruce's basement.
Yeah. I mean, what an embarrassment. And like I'm supposed to be honored. How do you have a Hall of Fame and I'm not in it already? I mean, it's a little late to the game.
Do you want to talk to him to have this all explained to you?
Yeah, sure. I'll talk to him. And I want to explain to him that I don't want to be in his Hall of Fame.
Well,
I prefer not to be, because it's embarrassing. Like, to be in now would be embarrassing. I don't want to be in the Radio Hall of Fame. I am the Hall of Fame. It should be called the Howard Stern Awards. And then every once in a while, I'll acknowledge if somebody does something well. I mean, you got to be kidding me. You know how many years this character has been doing this, and I lose every year? I mean, give me a break. And I'm not being pompous or egotistical. I just know I'm the best. You know, I've seen other people's careers in this business, and they all fucking blow up, and they all screw it up, and they're not, you know, they don't have the longevity. And yeah, I mean, I know. Okay, so, you know, all these conservative radio guys now, Limbaugh, Hannity,
Glenn Beck,
they all come and go. And yeah, Rush Limbaugh's been around a long time, but I guarantee if he came over to satellite, he wouldn't get any attention whatsoever. I'm sorry. That's the way I feel. And prove me wrong. Hire him and let's see how many people he can bring over. I would love it. Listen, I'm a Sirius XM stockholder. I'd love to see them hire Rush Limbaugh and bring someone. Like Imus is in the Radio Hall of Fame. I think he actually took it seriously. I think he made a speech somewhere. Got all excited. Thank you very much.
Well, isn't there some other organization that puts together some kind of award dinner?
The Emerson Radio Awards.
Yeah,
It's another one
yeah.
that somehow has avoided me.
They nominate you
Yeah.
and you somehow don't.
Yeah. Can you imagine how important I am in the radio business? I'm so important. They can't even bring themselves to mention my name. It's like they can't stomach me.
But wait a minute, what did Elephant Boy go to receive that one time?
That was a Billboard award or something.
I don't know.
You know,
It was?
I don't know. I mean, I've received awards before, and that's fine. I got them all in my house. I got them all standing on a fucking shelf. I got so many of them. But this Radio Hall of Fame character, he's a real fucking nitwit. I don't want his award. I really don't. I would really prefer to be beaten by Bob Brinker or Carl Cassell or Bob Kingsley. I really would. I would love. I take pride in being beaten by those guys. You got to be kidding me. Kind of cockamamie Radio Hall of Fame. And you know what? That sums it up. That's exactly what radio is like. It's so filled with shitheads for the most part, especially in management, that they would have something dumb where Howard Stern, where I wouldn't even be acknowledged. The most important, I go to any radio station. I've gone to every toilet radio station in this country and elevated them to number one. And it's so typical of the pettiness and tackiness of radio that you wouldn't even acknowledge that compliment, that accomplishment. You know, these guys are in the business. They know how hard it is to go to number one. And I go to every shitty radio station to make them number one. I came to Sirius. They had 600,000 subscribers, and today they're merged with XM in less than 5 years.
There's only one satellite company.
Yeah, one satellite company in less than 5 years. Who do you think pushed that merger? Who do you think forced that through? You think XM took Sirius seriously? They didn't. They were killing them. Like 8 million subscribers to 600,000. And then suddenly they were the second satellite company, XM, losing ground every fucking day. And they were brought to their knees and they were forced to merge. Who do you think, how do you think that happened? There isn't a person in the history of radio that can make that accomplishment, can even make that claim, even come close to making that claim. And they got some retard in Chicago named Bruce Dumont who's going to sit there every year and reject me from his stupid Hall of Fame. Fuck off. But it's typical of radio. We're such a shit medium. This thing will never be elevated. I realize it. Because who would have an award? Like, it's like you take a TV show that's popular. Not everyone in television likes it, but they respect that it's number one.
Right.
And they respect the accomplishment. They respect the fact that I'm a guy who came out of a sewer and created an empire, which is never done in radio. Suddenly, the talent was dictating to management how this thing was going to be done. Here's how we syndicate. Here's how we make a career out of this. Here's how we elevate the business. I mean, making a movie about a radio person, not like that shitty movie FM that made radio people look like a jerk, like a jack-off, like a scumbag. It was a joke. WKRP in Cincinnati, piece of shit. Fake crap. Suddenly, you got a guy who's out there making the thing elevate. Now you hear people, they want to be on the radio. They go, put me in the Radio Hall of Fame. Suck my dick. I am the Radio Hall of Fame. Not Bruce
You're
Dumont.
famous without it.
I never heard of Bruce Dumont. I don't know who elected him the mayor. So as far as this press release goes, nominees for the National Radio Hall of Fame, I denounce the Radio Hall of Fame. I say there is no Radio Hall of Fame. There never has been one until I create it. I'll tell you who's in the Hall of Fame. I'm going to make a Hall of Fame, and there's going to be two people in it, me and Mel. And, of course, everyone who works on the show. That's it. It's the end of it. Radio Hall of Fame. It's a joke. I mean, they're doing me some sort of favor nominating me every year because they're hoping that I'll talk about them. And I am talking about them. I get sucked in every time they nominate me. You know?
And it still hasn't made them famous.
No. Believe me.
It still hasn't gotten that group off the ground.
I mean, I like Wendy Williams very, very much. She's a very nice woman. But, you know, when she had that Bruce Dumont on the phone telling her she won the National Radio Hall of Fame, and she was crying and in tears, I wanted to say, Wendy, come on. Get a grip. It's Bruce Dumont working out of his basement. She was like, I love radio, and I've been praying for something like this. whatever her speech was. You remember the speech.
I remember she
Right.
was, I think he gave her a bunch of names of people who she was now inducted into their company. And,
like George
it made
Burns.
it sound
Yeah, I mean,
like
it was
something was going on.
Yeah, Bob Hope. Because those guys did radio. Listen, what does that have to do with contemporary radio? Those guys worked on radio, and they got out of it as soon as TV was invented.
That's right.
Come on. They were only on radio for one reason. There was no other invention. They were waiting for TV to be invented, so get the fuck off the radio. They wanted to be seen. But Wendy was beside herself. She was happy. It made her happy. Listen, God bless her. She's happy. I'm not happy by this.
Well, there isn't much recognition in radio, so somebody was
recognizing her.
Actually acting as if there was recognition.
When I recognize you, that's when you can cry. When Howard Stern says to you, and you're in the radio business, and he says you're good, that's when you should get on your knees and thank God. That's when you cry. Not until then. I'll let you know when you're good. I told you who's good. Bob Grant. He can cry now. That's the way it is. Sorry. So take this, Robin, and you know where to file it.
All right.
In the garbage.
Where's that shredder?
Right. Put it in the shredder. Yeah, that's my agent said. He goes, boy, the competition is tough this year, he said. He said, if you lose, stocks will tumble. Do you think the Radio Hall of Fame is running out of heroes? I said, yeah. We ought to create our own and start with you and Mel. I think Mel is actually in the Hall of Fame.
Well, he's in that Emerson one. I think he did accept that.
Very important. Good for him. Well, he's accepted. He's a good guy. I'll go to the Hall of Fame when you're nominated. Have you been nominated for the Radio Hall of Fame? That's the other joke. How long you been in this business?
Oh, I'm
30 fucking years. Yeah, it's like you're not even in it. It's like you and I are not in this business. It's like a joke. Goddamn Fred sits over there in obscurity. Staring at Benji. I mean, come on. Seriously. Wouldn't Fred be in the Radio Hall of Fame? The guy.
But that's exactly your point.
Right.
Radio doesn't even know how to recognize itself. It doesn't even know what makes radio work. It doesn't know what's good.
Right.
I'll give you a perfect example of how great you are, and you don't need anybody to toot your own horn.
You're in the Fred Hall of Fame.
But Jewel was in the other day, and I believe, if I'm not misquoting her, she said she hated you for a while because you inspired all these other shock jocks out there to ask her very embarrassing questions. You inspired an entire genre of performer. So it wasn't just the show. It was across the board.
Well, there you go. I could be in Fred's Hall of Fame.
Well, you already are.
Anyway, so I reject this nomination. I vehemently object. I refuse this award.
Well, it's a nomination.
Robin, I refuse the nomination.
Okay.
Thank you for correcting me.
Because then again, I don't understand how you actually win. Or is there a vote?
Yeah, I guess.
Is there a panel?
You go
or is
online. And as I've encouraged my audience in the past, please do not vote for me. I know my audience could put me through and make me the winner. Please do not do this. I won't even give out the online address for the Bruce Dumont National Radio Hall of Fame because I do not want to be voted for. I would be embarrassed to win this. And I would have to denounce it. And I would much rather what's the guy's name who's nominated? Bruce Brinker. I would much rather he have this honor. I am giving him the honor. It's time he's been recognized. After all, this guy's toiled away on NPR his entire life. And then there's another guy who actually does a money show, tells you where to invest your money. Can you imagine? All those fuckers. You ever listen to radio guys tell you where to invest your money? Why don't you throw your money out the goddamn window? Anybody want to Anybody want to hear from Bobo? I see he's on the line, and I get more hate mail about Bobo, and they say never pick up the phone on Bobo.
I noticed he wasn't on for the last couple of days, right?
Yeah, and then the email gets me rocked because they're like, Bobo, they say Bobo's a creep and this and that and the other thing. Do you want to hear from Bobo? No? I'll hear from Bobo. Yes, Bobo.
Hey, how you doing there, Howard?
All right.
Screw these fans out there. What the fuck's wrong with them?
All right, Bobo, go ahead.
Okay, have you ever rubbed one out only to have Beth return home early to be with you?
You know, it's funny. The complaints about Bobo are every time you put him on, he asks a question about Beth.
And your sex life with
And
Beth.
my sex life, and he appears to be reading it.
Right. What is that?
What is that, Bobo?
That's Howard TV calling.
Howard TV?
Yeah, I'm on that video thing.
I don't understand, do you?
Howard, they have a thing where it's like a Skype, so when he's on, they Skype him so they could use it for the TV show.
Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, really? So they make a special call and he gets all distracted? And I wish I didn't know that.
Maybe that's why he has to write down his question.
He feels he's on the Academy Awards. Bobo, why do you write down your question?
I have so many. You know, like a thought comes to me, I just write it down. You know, I could be out during the day, and I'll just think of a question. I just write it down.
So as soon as I pick up, the Skype calls you, and then you link up?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm calling you from the Bobo Shrine right now.
Oh, so you're on camera right now. He probably fixes that toupee just for the camera now. Now he's all prepared.
Right, he gets dressed early for his phone call appearance.
Yeah, that'd be funny if I stopped taking calls from Bobo after they install all this equipment. How many questions do you have written down right now?
Oh, I have countless. I have pages. You know,
this is the
all over
first
the place.
time Howard TV has tried the Skype thing. So that worked perfectly. We hear a big interruption during the phone call when Doug and the guys call Bobo.
That's why we haven't heard it before.
Yeah. I was going to say, you know what? I shouldn't complain about the Skype thing because he's called in before and I've never even noticed it. But, of course, this was the first time it becomes a major distraction. You mean every time I pick up the phone on Bobo, I'm going to hear boop, 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 like a video game going? And what did you do, Bobo? Did you like fix your toupee and everything especially for the camera?
No, I just have my room all set up.
Yeah, he's got a special room now. It's a whole production.
Yeah, it's all how it's done. The whole place.
You got it lit and everything?
Yeah, I could.
I got everything all set up here.
Yeah, I could tell this is going to be very successful. I could tell.
Who
him,
else did they do this with? Just Bobo?
I don't think I'll be annoyed at all by this.
Everybody we pick up on that, Jeff, everybody will be making this noise.
Yeah. Speaking of, I saw Jeff the Drunk up here yesterday. I guess he was. They asked him to be the announcer on one of our specials that are coming up.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's a Whack Pack special or something. He got heavy. He's fat, but only in his neck.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's going to work. Doug, I'm putting a kill on the Skype as of today.
Oh, God.
What was that? What happened? You disconnected and they recalled?
Yeah, they'd be cool.
Wow.
I'm back up.
I'm going to kill myself. That can't be right? Doug, are you there? Doug.
Howard, Doug's not here. It's not working. We tried to reconnect, and it still didn't work, so we're not doing it.
I'm putting an end to it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I know they do these Skype things on, like, Who Wants to Be, not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, yeah, it is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Meredith Vieira. I don't hear this noise.
No.
Bobo didn't have to have his sound up, but he did, and that's why you heard
Well,
it.
you know
Sorry.
Bobo is going to have his sound up.
He wanted us to know he's now being televised.
It's just one more thing for Bobo to think about.
Oh, please.
Hey, Scott, is this something you discovered in Vegas when you were there?
That's funny, but no, I've known about Skype for a long time.
No, I know about Skype, but I mean, I thought maybe you
Some new technology to make it work.
I'm not taking
worthwhile.
credit for this one. I did propose it about 4 years ago, but Doug just brought it up to us recently.
All right. Progress. Some things just can't be done. You can't put Skype in Bobo's house and have it work. And really, does anybody want to look at Bobo anyway when he calls in?
Well, you don't want to see my shrine? Look at all the stuff I have here.
Yeah, well, I can't see it. I don't want to look at you. I mean, it is funny though when Eric the Midget calls in and we can see him. But.
It's great when we see Eric.
So I forget the question that you read. Can you read it again?
Yeah. Have you ever rubbed one out only to have Beth return home early to be with you?
Yes, I have.
You did?
Yeah, and by the way, after a guy blows a load, it drips and stuff, so like your underwear is all messed up. And then the whole time I'm laying in bed and I'm wondering, oh, what if she reaches over and, like, gives me a hug and then she feels my underwear is wet. It's very embarrassing.
So you had enough libido left to get things going.
No.
Well,
all right, Bobo. I'd love to hear the rest of those questions on our list.
I wonder how his day now is changed or improved by hearing that
I'm going
answer.
to the track.
I can tell you how his day has improved. I mean, now that he's got the Skype, he's probably encouraged, so he's probably structured like 50,000 Beth questions.
But, I mean, he doesn't really care about these answers.
No, he never cares
Of course
about
I care about it.
No, you don't. All right, Bobo, thanks.
Sure I do.
All right, I'm done with. Oh, that was so annoying. I can't even tell you.
Boop,
Yeah,
boop.
boop, 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 boop. And then you notice it bombed out, and then they had to call back.
Well, it didn't work either time, is what he's saying. He tried to connect, it didn't work. They tried again, it didn't work.
And I love the TV guys. I go, boy, that's really annoying. That is just so annoying. And then they call back so they can hear it again.
All it did was interrupt the phone call.
Yeah. Wow, that worked really well.
Sorry, that was my call, Howard. Sorry.
It's all right. Listen, we have to try new things. 99% of the time, they don't work.
Scott, what happened with the Skype call this morning?
Well, what happened was the radio guys were supposed to warn us when Bobo was calling in. They didn't, so immediately when Howard picked it up, we had to scramble. Joe, who sits in the back here, tried to get Bobo up, and for some reason, didn't show up. Now, so what I tried to do was log out and then log back in, see if that would fix it, but unfortunately that makes a noise on the air, and Howard didn't like that. So, don't worry, Bobo. Fuck him.
So you blaming this on the radio guys?
Yeah, I think the radio guys kind of fucked us again. They don't see how we can be part of the team and help, and it'll be one great show. They sort of look at us as like adversaries, kind of. So they want to do their thing, and we just have to do ours. And we're constantly trying to remind them that it's all the same show. They don't see it.
What? What's going on?
I want to know what this is.
What the fuck? Someone took a shit and left the paper seat on.
No, it's not the paper seat. They made the seat. You can see they made it out of toilet paper.
Oh, it's a toilet paper.
They made it out of toilet paper.
Paint on property. And I got news.
That's fucked up.
I don't know if it's fucked up or what it is.
That's fucked up.
It's just weird.
Who was the last one in there? Find out.
I know who it was.
Who?
Gary.
Yeah, it was.
What did he do? He made a fucking toilet paper seat.
Holy shit.
I got a name.
That's rude. Let's go live camera. Put it up to Howard.
Look, somebody left toilet paper all over the toilet seat in the staff bathroom.
Douche.
And the last person to use it was Fafafui, Gary. What'd you do, Gary? You got to clean up after yourself. Maybe we should ban you from the bathroom.
Yeah, no, I'm guilty of that one. You're very good.
Look at it. How do you forget to flush that down?
I guess I just forgot.
Do you not look back?
Well, I did flush the toilet, but I guess that didn't go in.
So would you take a dump in there?
Yeah.
Oy vey.
I'm sorry. I generally don't. I swear I only don't if I have to. And I thought the paper went down.
Did you see that on the video camera just now?
Yes, I did.
Something really. It's really gross.
It's life. What are you gonna do? It's not like there's poop in there.
My life, I flush it down. You know, look at that toilet seat. You looking at that?
I don't want to look.
Take a look. Look.
I have to go in there. I don't want that to be the thing I think about.
Baba Booey takes a nice big dump in the morning there. It's so gross. Just think he was sitting there and shitting. Is there a remnant on the bottom of that toilet, or am I hallucinating?
You're looking too close.
I think there's a skid mark, and don't look to the right of the center of the bottom of the bowl.
Yeah, it looks like a speck.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Don't
That's-
look in there.
Hey, I'm not going to be responsible for everything. Who knows who that belongs
Well,
to?
sorry, Wolf. I'm still basking in the glory when you made me junior partner.
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
there he is. He's back in the bathroom, Robin. There you can see him.
Yeah.
And he has the toilet paper wrapped around his head. That's great. All right, thank you. Everyone says it smells like a dead animal was in that little space.
Wait, what does it smell like when you're done?
I don't know, man.
This is what happens in a bathroom. You people, what are we, crazy?
And everyone knew, like Gary has what is that called, a tell?
Yes.
He walks around the office with the newspaper, and you know what he's about to do. Everyone knows back there.
I'm not the only person who goes back there with the paper, but yes, I need the paper.
Do you really need to at work to like sit in there with the paper? Can't you just kind of like do your business and get out?
I know this.
Do
is
the
weird.
courtesy flush?
I can't go without a paper.
Oh, please. Sure you
Something to read.
can. And then you don't have to go that bad. You should hold it in. Hold it in all day. My God. He's in there with the paper. He sets up. Setting up house. Oh, there he is. Now he's got the paper.
Yeah.
Sal's got the Gary mask
Still
on.
wrapping toilet paper while
I thought we were doing a radio
reads.
show, Howard.
Yeah, well, Sal's doing a TV show right now, and it's funny. Now, accidentally make believe Gary just wiped his ass with the newspaper by accident. All right.
You're out.
Okay.
Nice work, Sal.